This week, DJI have updated their Care Refresh packages for the Mavic Air 2 and Mavic Mini 2 to include a new flyaway protection cover. Originally, the way Care Refresh would work is that you had to actually have your aircraft in hand before you were able to get a low-cost repair or replacement. However, they have now added for both existing and new users the ability to claim for one flyaway as part of the existing Care Refresh pack. Now, whilst you don't have to pay any more for this as part of the Care Refresh package, you do have to pay a service charge should your aircraft fly away, and this is roughly 50% of the cost of a new replacement. Something else you need to be aware of with this new option is that you need to register it in advance with the DJI Go app. For existing users, you need to download the latest version of Go 4 or the Fly app and make sure that you have registered your aircraft and remote controller to your DJI account beforehand. I've made a video on this specifically talking about this, and I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. Further to this, DJI have finally released the firmware update for the Ronin RS2 and RSC2 that's been in beta over the last couple of weeks. This update has a whole host of bug fixes for both the RS2 as well as the DJI Raven Eye module, the biggest being the ability to add focus endpoints for your focus motor. DJI have also added a firmware update for the Mavic Air 2 this week, which mainly covers bug fixes, and there is still no new information on why you can't download the latest versions of the Go 4 and Fly app from the Android Play Store. These apps are still only able to be downloaded directly from DJI if you want the latest versions, and if you're going to register for your Care Refresh, you will need to use the latest version directly available from DJI, but you can't get it on the Play Store quite yet. And finally, in the news this week, Airmap have managed to anger the whole drone industry while simultaneously shooting themselves in both feet. Airmap released a tweet earlier in the week basically showing their hand, recommending governments charge for access to the skies via UTM, and they want to be the ones taking the money. This tweet, now removed, has been met with universal anger, and high-profile members of the drone community, including Gary from RC Model Reviews and Bruce from SUAS News, have come out and said this simply isn't good enough. Myself, among many other YouTubers, are now recommending that you remove the Airmap app from your devices and no longer support this company.